Hi, in this video I wanted to show you how you can use Windows Live Movie Maker to edit your private label rights videos. Now, first off, before we get into this, I'd like to start off with the organizational step of creating a folder somewhere on your computer so that you've got things organized. That's always a good place to start because it's better to do that at the beginning than to spend hours upon hours later on trying to find all the stuff. So first off, I've created on my desktop a folder called My Working Folder. You can name it whatever you want. But inside of here, I'm going to name a folder for my current project, and I just right-clicked in the screen here, go down to New, click on Folder, and I'm in Windows 7, by the way, in case yours happens to look a little bit different when you do these steps. And I'm going to name this one something along the lines of Customize WordPress. And I'm going to store all of my projects and all of the images and the video files that I'm both working on and have worked on in this one location. That way, no matter where else they're located at on my computer, all the videos related to this particular project are going to be in one spot right here. Easy for me to get to. So with that said, let me get this guy out of the way for now, and I'm going to pull in the video that I want to edit, and I'm going to do that by clicking on Add Videos. And there's other ways you can do this too, but I'm going to pull in this video, and for demonstration purposes I'm also going to pull in this splash screen that is going to be used as an opening image, and this is a JPG file and this is an AVI file. So let's go ahead and select both of these, click on Open, and it brings in both the video file here. You can see how it kind of segments it off a little bit. Don't worry about that, it's still all one video, but you can, if there's certain spots in the video that you want to add other items, be it an image or maybe a little snippet of a video that you created of yourself, and you wanted to announce this next section of the video, then you can just select that segment and then come on up to Edit and then click on Split, and that will split that video right there. Then you simply import, just like I did earlier by Add Videos, simply import your little video snippet into the storyboard and then move it into that section there. Now, whether it's snippets of other videos you've made or images like this one that was imported earlier, let me just move this up to the beginning of the video. There's other elements you can add to more professionally blend these elements together. Rather than just going from one, bam, into the next, you can use what's called a transition to smoothly move into, or add a little bit of flair if you are into that, to move from one element to the next, whether it's an image to the video or from one video to another video into this video. They're called transitions. You can find these under Animations, and if you are at the beginning of the video, you've got one segment here that is more of a flare of an opening to your video, not so much a transition from one section of the video to the next. For that, you want to put your cursor in between the items that you want to be transitioned from to, and then you've got all these other elements that open up under the transitions table. Hit that drop down arrow, scroll down, and you can pick whatever one you want. And if you hover over them in the preview window here, it'll show you what it looks like. Pretty cool. Now then, you don't even have to use image editing software like Photoshop, GIMP, Paint.net to customize these splash screens, be it an opening and or a closing screen. By the way, the closing screen is ideal for a call to action to tell the visitors, okay, movie's over, go to my offer, check out my website, head on over to my fan page, whatever the case. Don't leave it up to them to wonder what you want them to do next. Tell them in that closing credit screen. And the opening screen is just, look at it, more of a branding element, a way in which you can let people know who you are, and of course a little bit about the video that they're about to watch too. But you don't even have to use these images. You can create one in-house, so to speak. Let's get rid of this guy all of a sudden here. So select it, hit the delete key, boom, gone. What you can do is back here at home, you've got title that will allow you to create your own opening splash screen. You can change the background from black to white right here, or any color for that matter. And you can add text. You can change the text color. You can change the font style, font size, left, center, or right justified, all kinds of cool formatting tools you've got at your disposal here, and you've got these other effects you can add to your opening and closing, which is known as the credits, here at the end. And so again, at the end, under the credits, you want to let them know where you want them to go next. What do you want the viewers to do now? And spell it out. Add a little extra flair to it. Cool. And likewise with the opening screen that you create in-house, tell them who you are, tell them a little bit about the video that they're about to see, and you're not limited to having these just at the beginning and end. You can create them here, but then you can drag them to wherever you want by hitting that split option under Edit. Pretty cool. And you can move these effects wherever you want as well. They don't have to be limited to just the image that you had them at. Copy, paste, move them wherever you want within these particular elements. Windows Live Movie Maker is a powerful software, and it's free. That's the kicker here, is that the price can't be beat. Now then, once you've got your ducks in a row, you got your video edited, you got things working perfectly the way that they are, let's go ahead and save this as a project. Save project as. That way you can come back and edit this later if you want, with all these elements in place as they are, and re-edit it later. You know, maybe put in a different element here. Maybe chop this whole section out altogether. But if you save the project the way that it is, then that's going to keep everything intact. And again, you want to save this in the folder that you just created, so you got everything in one location. And then once you've got the project saved, it's time to publish this puppy. Go ahead and click on Save Movie, and you can save it for whatever you want. You can even come on down here and create your own custom settings like I did here. Now, one thing you want to be aware of, you want to know the current dimensions or resolution of the video that you're editing, because if this video here, which by the way is 800 pixels by 600 pixels, if you make your end result, your produced video, bigger than that, wider than that, for example, then you're going to have the black bars on either side or up on top and below. For example, if we do this 1280 by 720, you're going to have the black bars both on top and on the sides. So it's ideal to produce this the same size as it is right now. So this being 800 by 600, I don't believe that there is any in here for 800 by 600. If you hover over this, you can see this one here, for example, is 640 by 480. Let's go ahead and create a custom setting. I want 800 by 600. And this is an awesome bit rate, but way too much for what we're going to need. 600 is fine. And frankly, you can probably get away with 10 frames per second, but the more frames per second, the larger the file size is going to be. So we'll put it at 15. And the audio format's fine. And you can see as you're going through here and editing this, it gives you an estimated file size per minute of video. Let's go ahead and give this a name. I'm just going to name it the resolution that we have here. 800 x 600, that way I know at a glance what it is. Click on Save. Usually it'll open up to where you want to save the video profiles anyway, so just leave it as is. Click on Save. Now that was just the video profile that you created. Close this out. Come on back here. We want to save the movie. Come on down to the bottom here for custom settings. Select the one we just created. Find out where that folder is that we just created a second ago. Customize WordPress. And let's give it a name. And you are kind of limited in one respect here, that the produced video is only going to be a WMV. Can't get around that, but there's plenty of software online you can get, and for free, that can convert your WMVs into AVIs, or MP4s, or M4Vs, and so on. And click on Save. And through the magic of video, this will only take a second. And now you're given the choice of either playing the video now to kind of see what's up, or you can open the folder and see where it's located at. And if we move this into play here, if we select this, you can see the size down here, the time, and let's go ahead and play this. And there's your video. Let me pause this real quick. Now, I didn't know if you were aware of this or not, but a little added information. If you right click anywhere on the video, come over here to Enhancements, click on Play Speed Settings. you can adjust here how fast the video is playing. So if you think the person talking on this video is talking too slow, well, then you speed it up some, like so. Pretty darn nifty. Anyway, just a little bit of an idea on what all you can do with Windows Live Movie Maker. And again, you can't beat the price. It's totally free. And in most cases, if you're using a Windows Vista, I believe, but definitely Windows 7 operating system, you already got it installed. That's going to bring us to the end of this video on how to use Windows Live Movie Maker to edit your private label rights videos.